everyone, my name is Muir, and we got something new for you today. However, before we get into the video, I'd like to take a moment to tell you that nearly 70% of people who watch our videos are not subscribed. If you're not subscribed, you could do me a huge favor by liking the video, commenting below, subscribing to the channel, and ringing that bell. It really helps out the channel and lets me know that you're liking what I'm making. Alright, without further ado, let's get into the video. But, for now, let's go ahead and grab this forward bonfire. Just so we can do that. Nice. I just realized that was a dog. Well, there we go. So I just realized that wasn't on. That's nice. Okay, so yeah, basically, not a whole lot has changed. So yeah, sounds good. So yeah, basically we just those big like centipede monsters. They aren't particularly good at getting to you and attacking you. They try, but they're not good at it. These fat dudes, these fat statues. Alright, they aren't particularly perceptive. And a lot of these guys showing up is just pure scripting. Alright. So, let's go kill Firesand. And I'll get one shot at this time. Don't worry, we'll probably get one shot at it. I keep dodging way too early. But then again, someone's airborne, they shouldn't be able to correct. So, alright, let's go over there. We still have the Covenant of Artorias Zone? We do. Okay, so let's go kill this guy eventually. And not get stuck on Taurus Demon this time. He is a very big boy. Okay. Third time's the charm, right? Oh no! Okay, well, yeah, I approve. You can keep doing that if he wants. Oh no, we need to get away. Go ahead and heal and get closer so he doesn't just do his big jumping attack. Oh no. Die. Alright, so over here is where we can go down if we want to do that. If you go up here, if you do certain things, you can get the Chaos Blade, which is just a special katana. I think it does damage to you when it hits, but it does a huge amount of damage to the enemy. So, pretty good stuff. I think it also scales with humanity. That might just be the Chaos enchantment I'm thinking of. Yeah. This is where you would find the guy we didn't see, because yeah, like something of the west or the east. Anyway, this is a shortcut up to the top. If you want to arrest at Creolana's bonfire, you can do that. The Daughter of Kale. If you have a bunch of humanity, you can get up to rank 30. At which point you can open up a shortcut that lets you bypass the Centipede Demon and the Lake of Fire. But hey, everyone likes going to hell, right? Let's do that. You see, it's just like Hades. Every story is about people getting up. Somehow. So, let's go. Okay, if you go the other way, you just drop down to the boss arena. It's just a shortcut to get to the shortcut effect. The shortcut's just on the other side of this. If you want to save Night Solaire, you have to use that shortcut. Oh, we should probably put this back up just in case. So if you want to save Solaire, then you have to take that shortcut and kill this very specific enemy. Nice. If you don't kill that specific enemy, then Solaire goes insane. You have to kill him. But it is what it is. Let's go fight the Centipede Demon. The Centipede Demon, he's over here. You can chop off some of his limbs. Oh, no. Bonfire as well. So if you want to take the shortcut, you want to take the maybe Lady of Chaos, her bonfire. If you want to kill the Centipede Demon, then this one. Now we are heading into probably the least well-designed portion of the game, because they just kind of ran out of time. So there's that. It's like, hey, by the way, we don't have any more time. Sorry. I'm going to use Flash Sweat because there's going to be a lot of fire. He's ready for a disco inferno. Do this. So you can cut off some of his limbs and he can just regrow them. But lava right now does a lot of damage. We actually want to... I'm gonna wait for him to get over here. Just one-shot it. Now, he gave us a ring. That ring's important to us. Where is it? Because it lets us take incredibly reduced damage from fire. From lava. Which we're gonna need. So the best place to fight him is probably over here. They try to signal that to you by having something over here. You can also fight him over there where he's at. That works just fine as well. Come on, show what you got. Let's do this. He has a grab as well. Okay, he just regrew. Oh. Okay, I think that's his grab. Oh, stomp. Also, get used to that sound. You're gonna hear it a lot. At least for a little bit. Alright, come on, Centipede Demon. Let's do this. We're just not hitting it. I mean, our weapon is going through it. Yeah. Yep. Like I saw our weapon hitting it, but it wasn't registering. Right. You know, pull from soft in. Okay, I'm guessing we can't actually hit this. Very nice. Anyway, let's go. Die. So for some reason you hadn't knocked anything off of him, then you would be able to get the ring now. But usually you end up like taking some sort of weapon off of him. You end up taking one of his limbs off. So it's not that big of a deal. But he's dead. Fire Sage is dead. We're currently sweating profusely. If we had talked to Night Cell there before he would be here. So that's nice. We can level. We're just going to start increasing our vitality at this point. So over here they just have a bunch of enemies that are kind of half finished. So dragons in this game, they have two portions. They have the top portion, which you're familiar with, and then they have the bottom portion over here. They're two creatures. They're two different creatures for some reason, or they can be two different creatures. So I'm guessing dragons originally were supposed to be able to pull apart or so. So the other thing about these dragons is that their lower bodies can friendly fire each other, so you can get a lot of free experience here if you have them get all together and then just start attacking each other. They also do a lot of damage, so... Cool. What is this? I forget. A soul of a great... Alright. Alright, so these dragons... Alright, we just saw you, like, two-shot at his friend. Attacks are faster than I remember. Anyway, let's go. We gotta get our souls that don't matter anymore back. And see what we can do. Yeah, once you have the essentially the damage component of this build up, nothing else really matters. Kind of just there. Oh. It's coming for us. Let's get his attention, why not? Oh, well, I mean, they're kind of fast. Not really. But kind of. Oh no. So these guys are going to friendly fire each other to death. No. So they have that big jump. They just hit each other. And so this is the last of these big pillars. So this, I know that there's a hidden bonfire. Right over here. Yep, let's go ahead. Let's rest here so we get that one Estus flask back. And now we go on to the worst designed boss in all of Soul. But we have something that lets us resolve this problem somewhat more easily. And that is a bow. It doesn't really matter. That is some sort of ranged attack that we can aim. That has pretty good range. So what we're going to need to do is I think we go and we cut the right side by hand, and then we shoot the left side. It's been a while, it might be the other way around. But that essentially allows us to kill the boss really quickly. The boss has persistent damage, so you can essentially just kill the boss piecemeal. They're expecting you to just die repeatedly trying to kill this thing. Also, if you're wondering, here's Grey Leg's daughters. And here's how you beat them. You don't let them cast anything. They just die. And if you're built how we are, then you just do a ton of damage whenever you hit the enemy. So I think that lady drops Firestorm, or one of them. Chaos Firestorm or something? No. It isn't. Sounds good. Okay, well health isn't going to really matter here. So, we'll heal, but really gonna matter. And we head down into the boss. Alright, why is this boss bad? Well, constant one-shots that result in you, like, falling to your death constantly. Alright, so let's chop this. After we break the first one, then that arm comes out. As the true form of the Battle Chaos starts to be released. Now it's easier just to like... Yeah, it's easier just to reload at this point instead of doing all these jumps. And there you go. That's Battle Chaos for you. Now you know why everyone hates this boss. Wait, ah. Plus the constant you know that. Super loud. It's louder than it needs to be. So you know all those souls we had? Yeah, we're not gonna go get this back. Unless we kill the boss. But we're gonna get like 60,000 souls from killing the boss anyway. As I've said, souls don't matter right now. The only thing that souls translates to right now is a tiny amount of extra hit points. So, and most enemies at this point can one-shot us anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And Fire Girl doesn't come back either, so that is what it is. If you fail to pick up her item, it'll appear in the chest behind Fram. If not, just where she was. Alright. So, what we want... If I recall, you can go behind here. That works. But what you want to do is you want to come over here and you just want to start shooting this. Huh? And eventually, you'll hit it. Doesn't seem to be able to hit us right now, so that works. I need to hit that. Or something like that. Be tricky to find it sometimes. Oh, there we go. Got it. Pulls that its other way. Alright, so here's what you're supposed to do. No, no. Well, fortune favors the bold. Let's go and build the rest of this. So now we need to jump down and we need to jump down the front of it. We can also do this, so we can do a chaos firestorm. Ah. Oh, good. As long as something weird doesn't happen, we're pretty much golden. Oh no. So that's the only attack she can do that can hit you in here. And that's the actual boss right there. Nice. Let's see, did we die again? I don't think we did. Anyway, let's activate this bonfire. And I guess sit at it so that we can then just teleport back once we grab our souls. Because... oh wait, can we not get out of here? Right, we can't get up from here. Damn it. Well, our souls are over there somewhere. So that worked. Let's see. Daughter of Chaos. I mean, it's going to be a pain in the ass to go back around. So we're not going to bother. Instead, we're going to go to Firelink Shrine. I think that's all we need to do. We killed 4 kings. We killed Nito. We killed what's his face. We killed Daughter of Chaos. So that worked. Calamity. We need to go kill Calamity. Hello?
Hello there. I am Petrus.
Petrus, I know what you did. I know exactly what you did. So Petrus murders that priest that we saved. If you're curious. So if we go up here, we should find her corpse. Because Petrus was still alive when we rescued her. Those little things. And she has a really nice talisman, though. So if you want to do a really high faith build, it's actually better for you to just murder her. Alright, but yeah, she should be over here and dead. Yeah. So that's where she was. She would be praying here. And Petrus murders her. You know this because he's a vendor now. And he's going to sell a very specific item. So how many chunks do we have? We have 2 chunks. What is our weapon? Plus 12? Yeah, so we need some chunks. Luckily we can get lots and lots of chunks from the area we're about to go to. And we'll just max out our sword so we do the most damage. But we know that Petrus murders her.
What terrifying news. What am I to do? All because of my shortcomings. It is my fault. Oh.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm distracted.
So we know he murdered her because this is hers. No, it's one of these. You can also buy her talisman from her. I think it's this one. Wait. That one's up to the okay. So that is the equivalent. So that is the equivalent of the Ulusil talisman that we have. The Ulusil... not talisman. The Ulusil catalyst. What's up, Bram? See you later. So if you place the Lord Vessel, you can just jump down that pit. Let's offer up some Lord souls to the Lord Vessel. Well, after we level up, I guess. And let's do this. Alright, very nice. So, let's go kill some knights. Very specific enemies. All these disembodied dudes are kind of fascinating. They're just ghosts. Ghosts of a lost era. And also, welcome to the main PvP hub of Dark Souls. So... yeah, this is where you would do most of your PvP late game. So you get here, kill all the enemies, almost one-shot people, you know, the usual. And these guys pretty much always drop chunks. That guy drops regular chunks, this guy up here is going to drop like bread chunks and then some other kind of chunk. But this is the only guy we need to kill, so we are going to try and speed that up. One of them drops regular chunks, another one drops like bread chunks or something, and another one drops like blue chunks, I guess. Also, yes, you can fall off here and die, so that does work. And the moment PvP starts, that gate gets a fog wall over it and you can't leave. But yeah, let's go farm some chunks. If you want to get to a certain level, you can do that here. Right, very nice. Got another chunk. I don't remember how many we're gonna need, but we'll get like 10, I guess. Probably overkill, but it'll do the job. We have 4, so we just need to murderize that guy 6 more times, and then we can go to Andre, completely level up our stuff, and everything should be good. After that, we'll see. After we've done this one, we'll probably go kill Calamite. Then he did not increase our damage. Let's go kill the other guy as well, just to do it. This one over here is the two-handed sword guy. There's a handful of these guys around, but yeah, so this version of the game in Dark Souls 1, you can just parry anyone. I think this guy drops red. Yeah. And up here we're gonna have another regular one with the regular sword. And then beyond him we'll have a halberdier, which I think drops blue. So if you want to do a magic version, you can do that. So the red is for chaos and yeah, the red is for chaos and he did it. The red is for chaos and fire. I think the also if you save Solar, his Sun is over there. And the blue is for magic and enchanted. Alright, so this is Mr. Axeman. And alright, Axios Maximus, he's doing this thing. And well, is what it is. Yeah, he drops white for divine and occult. And then lastly you. Yeah, I think you're the one who drops the blue. Unlike many enemies in Souls games, yeah, these guys are not particularly adept at stopping you from backstabbing them. So, I think that is, what, 6 now? Okay, just normal chunks are for crystal and lightning as well. So that works. Yeah, white is divine and occult. Blue is magic and enchanted. Red is fire and chaos. And then just normal chunks are for everything else. So raw, normal, crystal, and lightning. Alright, how's it going? Done. And these guys, you can chain backstab them to death. Because the game doesn't stop you, so there's that. Yeah, I think once we get 8 chunks, so once we get our next one, we will just go see what we can do. And I don't know if this guy will see us, because we are a hidden body, but we will see. If he does, we can just kind of run past him and we'll be fine. He will leash, I think, when we get on this little bridge over here. Also, if you own the Black Knight armor, you can get that. Typically, new players like to pick up and wear all the armor they can, even if it makes them terrible at rolling. So, it's kind of is what it is. It's over here. So you got the Silver Knight set in Anor Londo. They can get the Black Knight set in the kill. Hello. Goodbye. Alright, that works. No, 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 no. Crap. Anyway, let's go to Andre and see if that's enough. Alright, the undead perish. So one of the things that Dark Souls 2 did that's really nice is they added the non-miracle based infinite homeward bone, the feather, and the like ember shard, I think is what it is, and like shard of a sword fragment. And Dark Souls 3, Code Vein, a Souls-like, pretty decent. That one has some item that also lets you teleport. And need anything. As it turns out, Andre, I do. Oh, good. We're good. Okay, so we have a completely maxed out weapon here. So our max damage, unless we go with a different catalyst, is... right now, it is 134 and 174. And when we buff it, it goes up to 626. A respectable number for Dark Souls 3 for straight swords, and a great number for this game. So yeah, we are pretty much overpowered in terms of damage. Alright, so let's go pick a fight with Calamite. So we want to go to the township. That's going to let us go around and get to Calamite pretty quickly. And we could use the... it's an exploit. We could use the option to kill Calamite with magic weapon and almost any shield or great magic weapon. But yeah, it's going to take forever. So instead of that, we're going to do... not do that. We have a Dragon Slayer Goth. Well, we have whatever his name is. Goth up here. Go Goth. I think we have the key for this. Let's find out. Alright, we do. Good. So this guy is actually deaf. I mean, he is actually blind, so...
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias, that old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact, and here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid. If thou seekest to explore this domain, be wary of a black dragon. I fear thee no match for this terrible beast.
And he sells the carvings for, well, nothing. He also sells prism stones so you can find your way back, and lots of that stuff. He has these great arrows, which I think are the... I think these are supposed to be the best arrows in the game. So, you can use those.
Farewell, leader.
But anyway, we need to go encounter Calamite first, and then he'll shoot him down. So let's go say hello to Calamite and immediately leave the boss group before he goes and gets us. Not that it matters. And we'll go from there. Wait, can you fall off? No. That wouldn't surprise me. It is from Solve. This is a multiplayer arena, so they had arena battles that you could participate in. All right, she has her small Karen for Artorias. And hello, Jester.
Oh,
think of anything that you might need? Did you really slay Knight Artorias? I'd heard the Abyss found him first, but even still, that's absolutely treacherous. Yes, magnificently so. Believe it or not, Ulusil has brought the Abyss upon itself, fooled by that toothy serpent. They upturned the grave of primeval man and incited his ornery wrath. What could they have been thinking? But to you and I, it's all ancient history. You have to ask yourself, does it really matter? So, what did that giant mushroom make you do? Not that I care. It's none of my business. I've little to talk about, really. Oh, you know me. What do I know?
So, Chester can invade you. He uses a crossbow. He has some
So long.
He has some melee moves. You can come back here and murder him if you want his equipment. But anyway, Elamite's down here. Okay, so we need a two-hand, so when we dodge, we get a poke. It's longer range. Yeah, they were building something out here. Yeah. So for new players, these elks can be a problem, especially if you're like a pure caster. They can be a bit of an issue. But if you're not a pure caster, not a problem. Who cares? They just die. And that's the boss door, by the way. No, there goes Calamites. And we can jump down here if we want. And so now Calamite is going to go up pretty soon. He's going to come after us. Yeah, there he is. So let's get out of here so he doesn't kill us. Also, if you try to go up the ladder, he will just land next to it and then breathe fire up the ladder before you can get out. So, you know, a bit of a boss does his thing. So if you're wondering why we leveled up Vitality last, because we don't really get a huge bonus from Vitality, and realistically speaking, it's not going to be that useful to us. We're not playing some heavy armor build, so the only thing it would do is make us less likely to get one-shotted, but at the same time.
Tomorrow, is the Black Dragon posing me duress?
Yes.
Yes, I thought as much. He's called Calamite, ferocious dragon indeed. Even mighty Anna Londa dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but my intent is to persevere to the bitter end. Good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Goth hunts dragons.
All this dust falling off him. He's just been in that one pose for like literally years, probably.
Ha ha! Yes. A truer shot was never loosed.
Indeed.
That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Ah, dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling.
Indeed. Indeed. You guys are ever curious as to why dragons are sometimes referred to as worms? As far as I recall from college, it is dragons. You have to look at worms as in dragons are also known as worms with an ER. No, it's Y. To be YRM. That's an archaic spelling and pronunciation of worms, like earthworms. So they're known as worms because worms eat worms, eat dead men, right? Worms also eat dead men, as it turns out. And so they are considered like an inevitability in European folklore. The inevitability of death, decay, destruction. So heroes go out and fight worms. Fight the inevitability of death and destruction, decay. But in the end, they don't really have chance. Stuff like Beowulf. We see that even Beowulf can't stand up against worms. Not necessarily because of himself, but because of his allies being, well, regular people instead of Beowulf. Like, so Beowulf, why did you die? Well, because my other people weren't me. That's why. Alright, die. But, you know, just how folklore goes. So, in European folklore, dragons are pretty much always bad. In Eastern folklore, dragons, you know, take it or leave it. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. Most of the time, they just are what they are. Neither good nor bad. Oh. Either dedicatedly good or bad. They can be either. They're more of just a different group of people. Oh no! Alright, let's see. It's good this not being Dark Souls 2. We're just stand in front of the fog wall for like a minute. Alright, so let's try to get ready a little bit before we aggro a Calamite. I don't know how well this will go. I haven't fought Calamite in ages. But how hard could it be? You know, only the intentionally hardest boss in Dark Souls 1. Alright, Calamite, let's dance. Oh no. We're more stun locked to death than anything there. Which effectively means that was a one shot. So, that's always good. Now, if we want to, we can try to figure out what kind of equipment we could wear. Now, and still, We can wear these. These have really high fire resistance. Fire call for fire defense 4. Fire defense here is high. We're gonna do that and just go pure fire defense. And so we should take far less fire damage, but now most likely his melee attacks will probably one-shot us. But hey, we'll be able to survive his fire. Yeah. We do actually need to be two-handing to one-shot the dogs with a roll attack. That's fine. Alright, let's do this. And that was with flashlight. So. We should put on the full round pairing. This. Alright, well, we are going to have flashlight. So, let's buff our weapon. See how well this works. Oh. Alright, let's dance. Alright, that works. No. Well, let's heal. Ah. Oh, that's good. Oh, nice. We at least get this fellow? No. We're probably dead though. Let's heal. Let's go do more damage. I need to dodge on that. Let's see. Not bad for attempt 2. Now we can do is we could also get like the something or other. The thing I don't remember. We could grab a item to reduce fire damage a little bit more, but we weren't hit by fire damage last time, so I don't know how good this is. But lightning would probably work great against Calamite. So if we wanted to, we could. Well, we can't rebuild ourselves to use Sunlight Blade. That is a Dark Souls 2 and beyond feature. Alright, but using the ancient tradition of Dark Souls, Run past literally everything. Enemies are a suggestion. I think you can survive jumping down. I don't remember though. Alright, where are these? Oh, well. We'll find out. Why did we do that? Should have done the other one first. Oh well, let's go fight. Okay, nice. What's up, Calamite? Nice. It's an opportunity to get some free damage. Yeah, let's charge. Oh, we're dead. No, we're not dead. Alright. Sounds good. No. Oh, good. You missed. What? Alright, so he dodged face first into the wall, and then while his body is still a big hitbox, he turned around. He casually turned around and we died. Alright, let's go kill Caliber. So you can kill Calamite before you kill Manus if you want. Well, will help you shoot him down. You just have to encounter him once. What? Yeah, people like to talk about, like, hitbox porn and Dark Souls, but, yeah, they got lots of problems. It isn't as good as you think it is. Okay, so we should be able to survive his fire attacks now. Nice. Yeah, it's one of the problems with big enemies. Is, like, to make them effective, they have to make their entire body a hitbox. Okay, let's get 4. We can just kindle this. And I don't think we could cheese Calamite like you can with, like, the 4 kings. But we might be able to. I'm not sure if you can. We can try it. I mean, it'd be really dumb, but we could try it. Sure, let's try it. So we don't need Hidden Body, so we're going to replace this with Iron Flesh. This most likely will not work, but basically what we'll do is Abel's Helm, Abel's Armor, apples, gauntlets on apples lighting. So we can't move really. And Calamite will most likely like still two-shot us, but this does mean we can just wail on him until he dies. What is the fire resist of these items? It's actually not that high. It's pretty good. So since he doesn't do lightning damage, Iron Flesh is really nice. And his fire does physical damage as well. So again, Iron Flesh applies to that as well. And so basically all we'll do is just wail on him if he does need it. Now that's not good. The dogs still do a bunch of damage to us. So I don't have much faith in this working, but we'll see. But let's go kill Calamite. Okay, so we want to buff our weapon up here before we go down. No, we don't want to do that because we need to Iron Flesh ourselves. Alright, let's get to the bottom. Let's try Iron Fleshing ourselves here, why not? Let's buff our weapon and go see if this works. It shouldn't. Because we go like, we walk at like a mile an hour. Yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't work at all. So, with that out, let's go back to our super fire resist gear and go take on Calamite again. So this should, in theory, make it so that we can survive. One of Calamite's forward, and he breathes his fire directly at you, instead of at the ground. And then once he's dead, we'll go quickly kill Gwen, and, well, let's see. What you can do with the dogs is just, like, you don't have to dodge them or anything. You just block them and kill them. Okay, go on, Mike. So Calamite is one of those bosses that is designed to punish you for heavily tanking them. They wanted you to... they really wanted you to learn the fight and actually learn how to fight Calamite. No. And breathing fire down. Touch. Should be able to get away and heal. Alright, so the important thing is that he doesn't one-shot us with that ability. Bam. Touch. Alright, cool. Heal. And... hey. Oh, good. Oh no. So Calamite is resistant to magic, but it's at least giving us some benefit. Alright, let's heal. Oh my. Calamite was like, get that shit out of my face. Ah. Oh, no. Let's go, Kelly. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Nice. Oh, well, we're getting a little further. What we really need is just more consistent damage on him. But, yeah. Since we're out of one-shot territory and each Estus flask is a full heal, we basically have 20 mistakes we can make so long as we don't die in between healing. So in games that have tried to do what Dark Souls does, sometimes they'll have healing being a limited resource, so like Bloodborne. They use the idea of blood violence, and that, yeah, that kind of worked. But the intent of blood violence, as far as I can tell, was to make it so that players effectively recharge their Estus flasks. But in practice, it didn't really work out that well. It was instead players could run out of Estus flasks, their blood vials, while fighting a boss, and then have to go farm. So good in theory, not in practice. So we didn't really get hit by his fire all that much, but let's go ahead and buff anyway. Alright, Callie. I think you do more damage for hitting him in the head, but I'm not sure. So, 3 jumps back should get you away from that. You can also cut off his tail. Nice. Kevin. His own animation worked against him. Huh, well. So yeah, we do about double damage with the buff. So let's buff and go do double damage to Calamite. Well, not double. Yeah, close enough to really take advantage. We're gonna do his jump. Alright. Lingering hitbox is always a good sign. So he's gonna do his charge most likely. He didn't do his charge, that's good. And Calamite. Alright, so what is the Calamity Ring? It just doubles damage on yourself. Alright. Let's get back. Calamite's is effectively equivalent to a Lord. So you kill him, you get 60 grand. So, if you were to play this game again, and you wanted to check out, and you wanted to be a tank for the group, I think it's... Yeah, it just doubles the damage received. So if you want to play, like, super hard mode, I guess, you could put that on and make New Game Plus really hard. Wear no armor whatsoever. Do that. But I think we have killed everything in the game at this point. Every enemy, every boss in the game. Yeah, I think we've killed all of them. So it's about time. We just made our way down. To Gwyn. It's about time for Gwyn to be put to rest. So we have all our heals, we have our crystal magic weapon, we have all of our decks. We could get a parry shield if we wanted to, but I don't think we need to at the moment. Gwyn's charge attack is pretty easy to... But I dodged. Gwyn's charge attack is pretty easy to avoid. No, not avoid, but parry. This guy would just one-shot us. Nice. He gets to his attack, falls off. His buddy is like, did you really just do that? He's like, Yeah. Why is it that I have an accent like this and you just sound like, yeah? That works. Oh, he fell off. Yeah, that works. So normally you just want to kill these guys, but we can get in. Gwyn is going to do his charge. And there you go. It's really easy to parry. And Gwyn is really easy to set up parry and stuff, so... You might have longer parry vulnerability frames than some of the other characters. I wonder if his minions die. But farewell, Gwyn. Oh yeah, they disappear, they spawn. Farewell, Gwyn. You did well. So are we a monster? Or are we about freedom? The Age of Fire is going to keep going, so we're going to do the canonical ending, which is just to rekindle the fire. And we effectively become the next Gwyn. So yeah, that's Dark Souls. Pretty good game. A lot of people really liked the first game before the second game came out. Because in the first game, there was a sense of finality, I suppose. If you didn't link the flame, the Age of Fire supposedly ends. If you do light the flame, then the Age of Fire continues. In Dark Souls 2, they revealed that it's just a cyclical thing. If you don't light the flame, somebody else will. So, that was kind of annoying to a lot of people. A lot of people did not like that. Because they like the idea of it being, they make a decision and then that decision actually follows through and affects the world. But it just is what it is. In Dark Souls 3, they've taken the cyclical nature of it to the extreme. It's just like, the world is literally falling apart now. The world is literally dying. Things are crumbling, things are falling into themselves. And the world of Dark Souls is being destroyed. It's just, yeah. So, and then you have fighting whatever his name is, the actual final boss of Dark Souls 3. I don't remember what his name is, but him, like the guy with the repeating crossbow, he's like, basically the entire world is dead by the time you fight him, and all the fire is pretty much gone at this point. He's probably killed and consumed everyone's souls at this point. Killed everyone, consumed all their souls. There's nothing left in the world. It's just a desolate rock. the usurpation of fire, where you just introduce the Age of Dark, just like in Dark Souls 1. You can do that. Yeah, this game, in context to later games, this game has a lot of places that are really rough. So, just to put it in perspective, Calamite was easier than Smo and Orenstein. Let's put that in perspective. Not because we're higher level. I mean, we barely had any extra health. Not because we just did more damage. We could damage down Smo and or Orenstein pretty easily if we could just focus on them. But because the combat engine is really designed for fighting one enemy at a time, not 5, not 2, 1. And so you really see this thing that From Software has done really well, which is in their later games you don't see that many multi-enemy boss fights. So in Demon's Souls you had Death Eaters. In Dark Souls 1 you had Gargoyles and Smo and Orenstein. There are the twin chimeras you can go fight. It's not an actual boss fight, but you can go fight them. Just 2 chimeras. There's the same area, by the way. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. So in Dark Souls 2, which is considered the black sheep of the Soulsborne series, you have the gargoyle fight again, but it's more of a damage check than anything. So in Dark Souls 2, there's 6 gargoyle statues, and they can all come alive. But you can only kill one that is active. So ideally, a gargoyle statue becomes alive, you kill it, another one comes alive, you kill it, another one comes alive, you kill it. But if you don't, then one comes alive, and you're fighting it, and then another one comes alive, and then another one, and then another one, and you get overwhelmed by just the sheer number of gargoyles.
Yes, indeed.
See? She agrees. So there's that. There's also... I've sort of blotted out Dark Souls 2 from my mind. I think there's the 2 cats that you can fight in... There's the 2 cats. They're in the winter place. There's the 3 knights that you can fight that do their whole spinning attack. There's that horde boss. There's a handful of horde bosses. Anyway, what you see is that when there's a lot of them and they're all incredibly damaging, the game engine doesn't tend to do too well unless one of them is designed to be ranged and kind of stay away from you, and the other one's designed to rush you down. And you can argue that Smo and Orenstein is designed to do that, like one's big and slow and the other one's fast, but the arena's too small to really capitalize on that. So that creates a bit of an issue. But you'll notice that as Dark Souls and Soulsborne stuff has gone on, there are fewer and fewer multi-boss boss fights. They keep experimenting with it because they want to, have it because they think it could be interesting. But eventually it just goes away. Dark Souls 3 had... I'm not going to count just the minion that has a heal as it. So there's the boss fight where you can become like a church covenant dude or something and invade people as a boss. So there's that one. But the only other character there is like a single guy, like a painting guardian dude. They don't count that. There's the Twin Princes, which is just 2 demons. I think it's called the Twin Princes, or like the Twin Demons or something. But one of them is more ranged, the other one is more melee, if I recall correctly. I'm really wrecking my brain to try and... There's the Deacons of the Deep, Except that's just an endless horde, and you just need to get their hit points down, and then it turns into one enemy that you need to kill. And really, once you figure that out, if you have a weapon that can do a lot of damage and do sweeps, the Deacons of the Deep becomes trivial. If you're doing like a caster build, if you're doing a miracle build, pyromancy, if you're doing a magic build in general, or you're doing a bow build, Deacons of the Deep can be rough. So you see less of this you see less of a focus on like individual boss monsters, or like 2 or more boss monsters, and more of a focus on if a boss if there are other enemies in the boss fight, then they're just minions that are summoned. So like Karthus, I guess, or whatever his name is, Big Skelly Boy in Dark Souls 3, he can summon skeleton minions, but he can also kill them, and they don't revive endlessly. You can just kill them and that's done. And in Bloodborne, there were the 3 like Watchers, I guess is what they were called. But the thing about that is there's this gigantic there's this mountain in the west, whatever it is. And so you can just pull them around that and then just effectively turn a 1v3 into a 1v1, kill one of them, and then do it again with the next one, kill that. And the third one has like this big AoE entire arena attack, and so you kill that one and you're done. Or you can take the harder route that skips a lot of that, and you whittle all of them down to where they're really low health, and then you kill one, and kill one. Yeah, kill 1, kill 2, and kill 3 before they really do anything. Because once you kill one of them, they start doing their transformation, I guess, or their buff, and then you kill the next one, and then he starts doing his next buff, and then you kill him before he can do anything. So, it tends to work pretty well. And as for Sekiro, I don't think there are any... There's a handful of boss fights in Sekiro that have more than one enemy, but the other enemy isn't really a boss version. So there's one where it is. There's when you go to fight Father, there's a fight where you have to fight 2 government shinobi. One of them is like the super version, one of them is the normal version. But again, that's a normal enemy that you've been fighting already, so you should be able to train on how to kill that pretty quickly, and then you go kill the other one. You could also take that enemy that is the normal government shinobi or whatever it is, and you could actually turn them into your minion, so they'll help you fight the boss. That's one way you can cheese it. So in Sekiro, because you can turn enemies into allies, that having enemies like that in the game actually makes it easier for you to win, not harder. Potentially easier. Take advantage of that. And then there's the Guardian Ape with the Guardian Ape girlfriend, I guess. The twin Guardian Apes. So that is that's an example of a proper 2-boss boss fight. But again, the arena is enormous compared to something like Simona Monster. You also move really fast, so you can also outrun both of them pretty easily. So it usually boils down to you avoid the actual Guardian Ape, and you go kill his girlfriend, I guess, or whatever. You kill the normal ape, and then you kill the Guardian Ape like it's just phase 2 of Guardian Ape. So, not that bad. They're also, because she's vulnerable to the firework, so she's super easy to kill off. And yeah, so I think that's it. I think that's it. I don't recall there being any other duo boss fights in Sekiro. Yeah, I don't think there are. Yeah, I think that's it. If there are, then I blotted it out. There's the dragon. Like when you go fight the dragon's minions before you fight the actual dragon itself. But like that's just a horde, and they're super easy to kill. If you haven't played Sekiro, it's very, very different from Dark Souls. For various reasons. Go check it out, it's great. And like the Demon of Hatred is a Souls boss that's in Sekiro. The Demon of Hatred he's not the worst, but you know, he's up there, he's good. He's good. You can literally hard counter him if you can hard counter a lot of his attacks if you take the right upgrades. Yeah. And then sort of like the end boss, the actual end boss. If you don't take the ending that's just in the middle of the game, he's really good too. Aside from all of that, yeah, can't think of anything else, anywhere else where they use duo bosses. And in the case where there is a duo boss, it's just, you can take it or leave it. You don't have to fight them. You can just leave and bypass them. So, in that case, I think what FromSoft has decided to do is anywhere where they do put a duo boss, where there's more than one boss monster, it's an actual boss monster, not just a minion, they make it optional so that you don't have to sit through that, so that you don't have to overcome it if you don't want to. You can just skip it. Lady Butterfly, she summons minions. Again, they're just minions. And there's also an item that just gets rid of them all. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So over time, we've seen that FromSoft has used fewer and fewer multi-boss boss fights, to the point that they've just gotten rid of them altogether. So that definitely works. They've sort of learned their lesson. It's also incredibly large boss fights. They sort of moved away from that a little bit. So like one of the complaints about the last giant was that it's just too big. Like you can't see the entire thing. And the camera does really funky things when you can't see it. So in Dark Souls 3, lo and behold, when they did a really big enemy, they made sure that the really big enemy had these super wide attacks that were super telegraphed all over the place. It was like, oh. So, you know, they got rid of that. I don't think Yorm has a stomp attack. The other giants do, but at the same time, they're just like, oh. So, I mean, you can see it coming a mile away, whereas the last giant was a little bit faster, and I guess telegraphed less effectively. So, yeah, I mean, they really made some good improvements over time. And then the ogres in Sekiro, that, like, those work really well. They're effectively your giants, quote unquote, but this is what it is. But yeah, this is, just thinking about it, they've made better bosses over time as they refined what a Souls game boss is supposed to be. It seems to work incredibly well. I think that's it. Dark Souls 1 is good. You should go pick it up. If you are not amazing at the game, then what you can do is there's the raw weapon upgrade, which basically removes any kind of attribute scaling from a weapon but increases the base damage of the weapon. And you can just go vitality, endurance, and attunement. Get each of those to 40. And then just equip pyromancy, whatever weapon you want, and the heaviest armor you can carry, you can walk around in, so probably halberds. And so pyromancy doesn't scale with anything, and I don't think it has attribute requirements. So you can kind of just run around with pyromancy as your ranged attack and use a big, Hapo shield, I guess, or whatever big shield you can use, and do really, really well with that. Tank your way through the game. But it's better to learn how to just actually dodge things than try to endure them. But yeah, either way, it all works out. FromSoft is really good, and they've gotten less and less jank in the game as time has gone on, which is definitely appreciated. So those of you who are wondering and don't know about the Gravelord Covenant. So the Gravelord Covenant was intended to be essentially New Game Plus only. Okay, so we have some pyromancy, right? So this requires some intelligence, but the normal pyromancy spells don't require any stats. The dark ones require some intelligence, but like the other normal pyromancies don't. Oh, these are magic. That makes sense. But pyromancies don't require any kind of scaling. The black flame, no, doesn't require any intelligence or faith. So it just is what it is. But yeah, Dark Souls 1 is amazing for what they did. It's janky AF in areas. That's to be expected. This was effectively Demon Souls 2.0, and they made a lot of things really good, and a lot of the features with the open world were, I think they were just mistakes. I don't think FromSoft went out to make this nice interconnected world. I think instead because they decided to give you teleportation at the end of the game, well, at the middle of the game, they decided, well, we're gonna need the first half of the game to be kind of interconnected instead of just being a long corridor. So they embraced the idea of making shortcuts. But once you get the Lord Vessel, everything becomes linear. So it's just a straight shoot over to each of the lords. Looks fantastic. Wonderful. But but yeah, they definitely did a lot with Dark Souls 1, and it needed to be good, and they knew it needed to be really good. You don't, Demon Souls was great. If you haven't played Demon Souls, it's fantastic. The multiplayer servers for Demon Souls on the PS3 are down at this point, I think. The remake of Demon Souls for the PS5, those servers are still up. They work pretty well. Go check it out. Don't worry, it has all the jank from Demon Souls 1, from the original. So have fun with that. If you decide you want to go and play Dark Souls 1 before... If you decide you want to play Dark Souls 1 before Elden Ring comes out, you can do that. It's on Steam, go buy it, it'll work great, and every now and again there is a return to Lordron where people go back and play through Dark Souls 1 and do multiplayer and stuff, do invasions and everything, and they try to, for like a weekend or so, or a week, they try to simulate day one of a Souls game, which is kind of a magical thing. Because everyone's new, everyone's there, trying to do their thing, everyone's trying to play the game for the first time. And it's just pure chaos. That is the beauty of a Souls game on release. The crazy exploits haven't been discovered yet. So everyone is sort of everyone's sort of just struggling to make their way forward. So there's tons and tons of content, tons of people to play with. Soulsborne games on release are just magic. But yeah, if you are interested in this game, just look on Steam to see when the next Return to Lordran is, and just play during that time if you want people to play with. Or sometimes you can go onto the Steam forums and just tell people you want to play with them if you're looking for people to help you, and people can help you with that. There's also some Discord servers every now and again that you can jump on, that maybe there will be people there who can help you. If you were to check out, say, Code Vein, there's a Discord server dedicated to that one, and there are tons of people there still doing PvE, and you can use mods and multiplayer in Code Vein, so, but all kinds of fun things. We have a Code Vein Let's Play as well. We have the normal one, we have Nakama mode, and Nakama is just like an Asian story characters, like sidekicks, all his helpers. So, yeah, so in a 5-man band, you have the hero, and then everybody else is just part of the Nakama. It can be, 4 other people, or it can be 100. So we have that, where we just have all the companions joining us, and everything seems to work pretty well. Until you get to Shitsmo and Crap Ornstein and Code Vein, at which point just take Smo and Ornstein, but a way worse boss fight. There you go. But yeah, Code Vein's good. Dark Souls is good. Go check this game out. It's relatively cheap on Steam. The Prepare to Die edition you can't get anymore. The remastered version is basically just the Prepare to Die version properly ported, so you don't have to go download some mods that some dude made to make it actually work. Do play it with a controller. The mouse scheme, if I recall, was improved in the PC release, but I would still recommend that you use a controller. The game was made for it. And this is not Dark Souls 2. The right side is that orthogonal dodging is it makes more sense with the mouse and keyboard, but you can definitely tell. So Q is what is lock on? I don't even know how to oh, okay, you just hold down space. Yeah, I'd recommend a mouse and I'd recommend a controller for playing Dark Souls on your PC. The only real advantage of using a mouse and keyboard on PC is if you are nervous about narrow things, because I don't know, your thumb is kind of, because you're nervous, I guess, and so you do like this. So a mouse and keyboard is nice because you can, when you're going through the rafters in Anor Londo, you can just line it up. Oh yeah, we should. Huh? End in home. Oh god, that's awful. So I remember we did that earlier. So we could shoot Manus to death. But if you were to line yourself up on, say, a raptor and then just press W, you just go straight. You don't have to worry about this crap. So there's that. So that works. You can just stand there until the enemy comes out and then kill them. But yeah, Dark Souls Remastered is pretty damn good. Dark Souls itself was pretty damn good. It has some jank, so just beware. And also lock on to enemies if it's the first time you play it. If you don't understand why, just go look up Dark Side Phil playing, like, any of the This Is How You Don't plays about Dark Side Phil playing Dark Souls 1. It's pretty funny. So, some enemies can, for example, some enemies can backstab you. So, if you turn, so, at one point, Dark Side Phil is fighting an enemy. He's not logged on, and then he turns his back to move away, and the enemy backstabs him. So, anyway, just is what it is. But I can't think of anything else that I need to talk about. We're going to be potentially looking at other Soulsborne games before Elden Ring comes out. It also just depends on how long it takes for these videos to upload, because, well, I'm uploading like 5-hour videos for Dark Souls 1 and 2 and 3. Well, for Dark Souls 1 right now. So, those might take a while to get up, as you've probably seen. But yeah, let's see. We're going to be checking out Elden Ring. We're going to probably try to get a video up on launch day. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but we will try, and I'll most likely just start spamming out Elden Ring videos like as soon as they are ready to go. So it's possible that part 1 and part 2 will just be on the same day, or like part 1 through 10 might be on the same day. I doubt it, because I don't have time for 10 hours of just playing Elden Ring. But there'll be a lot of video. Most likely we'll get at least one video, because I want to get ahead of the curve if I can. Though I won't be getting the game early, so so there's that. Yeah. Dark Souls 1 is a good game to tide you over. Keep in mind there are a lot of things that it does not have. In Dark Souls 2 and beyond, there is 360 dodging. So here I can simulate it, right? Because I'm not logged on. But if I go and I target an enemy, if I go and target something, I can only dodge forwards, backwards, left and right. So if I try to dodge diagonally, it'll either dodge to them or dodge to the left or right. It'll choose whichever one seems to be the most, seems to be the closest to whatever direction I'm trying to dodge. So if I'm trying to dodge like that, if I can attack them, then nothing will happen. I'll just dodge into them. Yeah, Dark Souls 1, pretty good game. Check it out if you haven't already. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you've already like played this game like crazy and love it. But it's nowhere near as hard as people figured it was back in the day. Nowhere near. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I think that's about all I've got. My name has been Fidmer. This has been Dark Souls 1 Remastered. Go leave me a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and just share the video with whoever you think would like it. And I'll catch you guys in the next journey to Elden Ring. Hopefully, we get another one. I can't say for sure. I need to see if I have any on hand. But we'll see. Alright, guys. See you next time. Bye.